Welcome viewers. Today's reasoning topic is embedded figure. These embedded figures comes under non-verbal reasoning. The word embedded means hidden. The particular given question is embedded in the answer figure. So in this type of questions, we need to identify the embedded question figure in the answers. Let's start with one particular question. The question figure is given here. At the bottom you have answer figures. One need to observe and identify this question figure is embedded either in option 1, 2, 3 or 4. So in this case, in this kind of questions, you should have very good observation skills. Let's see this particular question. So in case of option 1, check it whether it is possible or not. You check from any point. So generally you take certain points in this kind of questions. For this one, you take here one point, here this point, and this point, and this point. So you try to check these whether anywhere these lines are or these points are possible or not in one particular question. By observing all these, I can directly say that in option 3, if you observe this option 3, these points are visible. See here. This is the line. These are the lines, right? So you may see these lines and these lines. Okay, these lines. Here also you can observe that one. Here also you can observe line. Like you can see these lines and these two lines. So everything is exactly same. The angle, you can see this angle, the length, and everything will be same. So you should have a very good observation skill and you should find out where this question figure is embedded in the answer figures. Again, no need to confuse. You should not modify this particular figure according to your convenience in the exam. No, you should not do that. Whatever the exact representation of the question, you should identify in the answer figures. This is the question figure that is given. You check in option 1, 2, 3 or 4. Again, this is very easy kind of question. Directly you can recognize because in option 1, no way it is possible. In option 4, no way it is possible. In option 3 also, no way it is possible. Directly I can say that option 2 is the answer. So in the examination, the difficulty of the question depends upon the number of lines and whether it is cumbersome or normal. See, in this kind of question, directly I can represent here, directly I can see it. But if more number of lines are there, the question will become more tougher. If the same question, if very bigger and is having more number of lines, then it leads to confusion or I have to observe it very carefully. Otherwise, directly you can represent the figure in the option figures. See here, I already said that the difficulty of the question depends upon the number of lines. See here, in answer figures 1, 2, 3, 4, there are many lines are there. That is the reason now this figure either in 1, 2, 3 or 4, it becomes very difficult for us. Why? Because many lines are there. Now many combinations are possible. When many combinations are possible, it seems that it will be a different one. See here, figure 1, many lines. So you need to cross check carefully each and every line whether it will fit in option 1 or not. See, directly by seeing the figure, I can eliminate option 2 because option 2 and this figure no way resembles. I can't even put it. So directly I can eliminate. But you see these options like 1 and 3, they are really close. So, but you can see directly answer from here. The answer is in option 4, directly where I will get the answer. I will draw this answer figure. So, this is the answer figure that is in the option 4. So in the examination, that is the luck of the student. If the students gets less lines, the question will be easy. If in the exam, if the students are getting more lines, then it makes the question very difficult. See, look at this question. In this particular question, Z is given here. So you need to identify the Z in the option 1, 2, 3 or 4. Again I said more lines, more confusion, less lines, you will get answer very fast. So let's check whether the Z is possible anywhere. In option 1, it is not possible anywhere. I can't start in any one particular place. For example, I can start like this. So there is nothing like this is there. So I can directly eliminate option 1. In option 2, can I start anywhere? See, if I start somewhere here, it is not there. It is somewhere like this, not possible. So I cannot start in option 2 also. So option 2 cannot be my answer. In option 3 also, I can't start anywhere. If I start somewhere here, no, there is no extra representation of point. So this is not possible. For see here, everything is same. These two lines are same. So that has to follow. In this case, it is not possible, right? So option 3 not possible. Come to option 4. Yes, you can see here a little bit closer. So directly I can represent it with these two lines as well. So answer is option 4. Directly we can say this one. See here question figure and again options. See in option 1, particularly option 1 and option 4 and option 2, their resembles very close because more number of lines are there. When you have more number of lines, you should be very careful. But in this kind of questions where I have to focus means there are two areas you need to focus, that is these two lines. These are very, very important because in maximum cases the question will make you tricky in these lines. If you are able to find out these two lines, I think it is very easy to find out the entire figure. For this, you see option 4. I think in option 4 everything is possible. So let's see that. So imagine this is the line. So you can see this now. So exactly this figure is represented here in this way. So these two are also parallel, very same. Here also these two are same on the same side and again inverted towards in. Here you can see it is inverted inside, here also it is inverted inside, here also it is inverted inside, here also it is inverted inside. Perfectly option 4 is the answer where it is embedded here. In this figure also more number of lines, again more confusion. So when you have more number of lines, you should be more careful and let's try to get the answer in this particular case. See, in this case you should get these parallels. This is parallel and this is also parallel, again all these things. So everything should be satisfied in this condition. So then only you will get a perfect answer. Otherwise you will end up, after wasting much time, you will keep wrong option. See here, answer is option 3. So let's how check it, how this is option 3. So you can clearly see this option question figure in the option 3. So then your answer will become option 3. See here, in this case obviously it is very easy question because less number of lines. I said less lines, less confusion, more easy. Question figure directly I can say option 2 because you can see in option 2 directly this figure is embedded here. See in case of this question figure, you need to check whether it is in option 1, 2, 3 or 4. Directly by seeing the options, 3 cannot be my answer, 2 cannot be my answer, either 1 or 4. 4 also it is not possible. Directly I can say option 1 is the answer. So where in option 1 means you can pick this segment. Okay. So you can clearly see here. So your answer is option 1 is the answer. See, it's not exactly like this it is present. Even you can rotate it. Also it's not, it rotated, actually it is inverted and again rotated from top to bottom. So when you invert it and again rotate from top to bottom, then you will get option 1. Don't expect that it is going to be as it is in the answer figures. No, it is not. He may rotate also. He may rotate and he will put it in the answer figures. X is embedded in A, B, C or D. So again it's very tricky question because option A and option C will be very, very close. Directly I can eliminate option D and B, and option A or C is very close. See, in case of this particular question, answer is directly option C. Directly I am representing in the answer figure itself. So this is the figure. I already said that it is not exactly upright. Now you invert it. When you invert it, obviously it will fix in the option C. Now look at this figure. So in this figure semicircle is given. In all the answer figures also there is semicircle. But obviously by seeing this figure I can eliminate some options, that is option 4 eliminated, option 1 eliminated. So our answer is in between either 2 or 3. But you see in case of 3, where it is not at all possible for me, this point is not possible in case of option 3. So, this diagram, this representation, I am not getting anywhere in the option 3. So, directly option 3 is eliminated. So, what is the answer? Answer is option 2 is the answer. In option 2, we can see this particular figure somewhere here like this. So, it directly represents your question figure in option 2. See, X figure is aided embedded A, B, C or D. So, in this case, by seeing that directly I can eliminate two options, that is C and D is eliminated. Now, if you see here, option A and option B both are very, very close. So, whenever both are very, very close, you try to take the length and angle also. So, in this case, if see here, option A, this angle till here, then followed by here, and then this one could be the answer, right, in option A. In option B also, some kind this is possible, somewhere it is possible. So, let us try to check here. This is one line, again it is moving back, moving here, again coming back, move to the top, again you segregate and you commit. So, if you see these two, option A and B looks quite similar, then which one is correct in the exam? So, which one is perfect means you check the length and everything. So, if you draw a line from here, this will becomes parallel, whereas this will become shorter, option B becomes shorter, whereas these two will be quite same. So, obviously answer become option A, option B is wrong because it is given a bit shorter compared to option B. This question is bit easy. Directly by seeing that we can go for the answer. Elimination, yes, C is eliminated because on the top you can see this line, and in option A this line is not there here, not there. So, this is like this. So, option A and C is eliminated. Now, answer is between B and D. Between B and D, directly I can recognize answer is option D. You can see a triangle at the bottom and a line on the top as well. Directly your answer is D. See, this is a bit different embedded figure. What is saying? Which of the answer figures is embedded in the question figure? He is asking quite reverse. Till now we saw questions from where question we have to find out in the answer figure. But what is asking in this case is answer figures you have to find in the question. So, it is going like this, not like this, this not like this. It is going from answer figure to the question figures. So, let us try to check which of the following answer figure will fit in the question figure. Option 1 not possible, option 2 yes possible. You can see here this part it is possible, 3 not possible, D it appears it is possible, but it is comes like a rectangle. This is rectangle, but this like a square. So, this also not possible, 3 is also not possible. So, directly answer is 2, where directly you can see at the center in the form of half triangle, this portion, right. This is the question figure. See, I always said that this should not be exactly present in the answer figure. It may be in the rotation form also. So, for this, if you see the answer where it is embedded somewhere here. See, this is the embedded portion. So, this figure is embedded here. See, he rotated it. How he rotated? He rotated in the anti-clockwise direction by 90 degrees. The moment he rotated anti-clockwise in 90 degrees, obviously, you can see this figure is embedded in this particular portion. Till now, we saw embedded figure questions. Embedded means hidden. This particular question figure is embedded in the answer figures. So, students needs to observe the answer figures very carefully to find out the answer. Now, let us discuss about trends. So, what are these different trends that are given in a particular question? So, we will directly see the question, how it is given. So, in the examination, you can see a big lengthy directions are given. You need to follow these directions carefully. Says that given below are two matrices. So, you have two matrices, that is matrix 1 and matrix 2. So, given below there are two matrices of 25 cells. So, total if you count, you have how many cells? Total 25 cells, each containing two classes of alphabets. There are two classes of alphabets. What are they? In matrix 1, it is talking about A, C, B, D, E, here also P, R, V, O, G. So, there are different classes of alphabets. The columns and rows of matrix 1 are numbered from 0 to 4, and that of matrices 2 from 5 to 9. You can see here in matrix 1, the number is from 0 to 4, here also 0 to 4. In case of matrix 2, the number is from 5 to 9, here also the number is from 5 to 9. A letter from this matrix, this is very important, you underline if whenever you see this question. A letter from these matrices can be represented first by its row number and next by its column number. That's what he is saying. You take any letter in this given matrices, this letter is first represented by its row and then by its column number. See here, for example, if I select any letter, I said a letter. For example, I am taking here T. How this T can be represented? First by its row and next by its column. So I can say 1 comma 1 is T, that is row and column. So row 1 and column 1 represents the letter T. Or you take any other letter. In this case, you take letter A, this A. So this letter A represented first by its row number. See here, this is the row number. What is the row number here? 2. And next, this particular letter is also represented by column number. What is the column number here? 3. So 2, 3 represents A. That's what is saying. So a letter from these matrices can be represented first by its row number and next by its column number. So first row number and then column number, you will get the position of the letter. Student has to be careful here. How? Because sometimes in the exam, he will change this wording. How? He will say that a letter from these matrices can be represented first by its column number and then by its row number. Like that also he may ask in the exam. So we need to be careful. So we know now how a letter is represented. Now come here to the question, that is 𝗂𝗓𝗔𝗊. 𝗂𝗓𝗔𝗊 is given and all this the representation of M is 2, 1, 1, 0, 2, 4 or 3, 2, we need to find out. See directly what I am going to say is, for example, you see matrix 1, M is here, M is here also. If there any other representation, you need to check it out. So what I will say generally is better to go from the option, because there are many letters that will represent with different numbers. So it's better to check with the options, you will get answer very fast. See here, first take option 1. In option 1, 2, 1. What is this 2, 1? Row and column. So 2 is row and 1 is column. So check it out, 2, 1. So what is having here? M. So 2, 1 is coding for M, or 2, 1 represents M. Next one is 4, 2. Is 4, 2 is representing A? Check it out here. 4 and 2 is representing A? No, it is representing T. 4 is row and 2 is column. So let's check out whether row and column is 4, 2. So 4 and 2. So this 4, 2 represents what? A. So it is also correct. Then 8, 6. 8 is row, 6 is column. Now check here, 8 is row, 6 is column. So here what you are having here? G is there. So it is also representing G. Next 6, 9. So 6, 9 is representing I or not? Check it. 6 is the row and 9 is the column. 9 is the column. It is representing what? I. So your answer is option 1 directly. So that's how from the options you need to check whether these letters are represented by option numbers or not. In the same way, we will see at the next question, that is FELT. Now you need to check out whether F is coding with 7, 6, 3, 4, 6, 7 or 2, 3. See here, 7, 6 is representing F. Check it out here. First row 7, 6, next column is 6. Is it representing F? No, it is representing what? Yes. So not possible. See the next one. Next one is 3, 4. Is 3, 4 is representing E? So 3, 4. So here 3, here 4 is representing for what? A. So wrong. Next one is 6, 7. Is 6, 7 is representing for F? Let's check out 6 and 7. So 6 is the row, 7 is the column. 6, 7. So you can clearly see it is F. So once this is correct, now check with 0, 4. Is 0, 4 is representing E? So 0, 4. So you can see this is E. So 0 and 4, yes. Next one is 4, 1. Is 4, 1 is representing L? Let's check. 4 is the row and 1, this is column. So it is L. So it is also correct. Finally 2, 4. Is 2, 4 is representing T? Check it out. 2 and 4. You can see here. This is here. So this one represents 2 and 4. So again, option C is the answer. So I always say that it's better to go with the options in the examination. But thing is, you need to observe very, very fast. Let's check with the another question. So directly, no need to read entire directions, because you know there are two matrices, that is matrix 1 and matrix 2, each is coding from 0 to 4 in matrix 1 and to 5 to 9 in matrix 2. It's everything is same in any directions in the exam. So I already said that you need to focus only on one line, that is a letter from these matrices can be represented first by its row number and next by its column number. You should know this one. You know, first represented by row and next represented by column. So let's check with this particular option. See first P. Now you check out whether P is coding for 0, 0. So 0, 0 is not P. So eliminate. 5, 5. Check it out. 5, 5. Yes, 5, 5 is coding for P. Next one is 5, 8 is O. See here, 5 is row, 8 O. So yes. Next one 2, 4. Whether 2, 4 is for yes? 2, 4. See here, 2 here, 4 here. It is for T, not for yes. So obviously eliminate. Now again you have to start with the option C as it is. 5, 5. Check it 5, 5. 5, 5 P. 6, 6 is O. Check it out. 6, 6 is O. Then 7, 7. 7, 7 is S or not? See here 7 and 7. This one, it is also coding for P. So this cannot be answer. Obviously, finally, whatever the remaining, that will be our answer. See in the case, check with the next question, that is DONY. Directly you need to check very fast. That is 2, 2 is D. Check out 2, 2, D, yes. 6, 6, whether O. Check it out. So 6 and 6 O, yes. 3, 0. So 3 row and 0 column, N, yes. Y, 9, 7. Check it out. 9, 7, Y. So obviously your answer is option 1. In today's episode, we learnt about embedded figures. So student need to observe the question figure whether hidden in answer figures. In this case, you should be careful with the size, the angle and the length of the question that is given. In case of trends, in this case the letters are represented by rows and columns. If you are able to find out from the options, you will get answer very easily. Thank you.